So if you have me as your physics teacher, you've seen me do this, and the other teachers have probably done it as well, but this is dropping an egg into some foam. We actually drop it into flour. But it says here, a teacher demonstrated the idea of a safety surface. She dropped a raw egg into a box filled with pieces of soft foam. The egg did not break. Explain why the egg is less likely to break when dropped into soft foam, onto soft foam rather than onto a concrete floor. Right, so we've got to explain. This is all I want to get from reading this like a physicist. We've got to explain, and we've got 3 marks to do to get our explanation. So I want 3 key ideas, really. So while I'm going through this, I will talk through momentum and the physics behind it a little bit. So I'll go into a little bit more detail to give you a bit of a learning moment as well. But we've got this idea that momentum equals change, or change of momentum is force times time. And if we did this in the lesson, I probably combined F equals ma, Newton's second law of motion, with A equals V minus U over T, the acceleration equation, and you get to this lovely thing where you've got Ft equals change of momentum. I'm not going to go through that now, but that's on other videos. So we use P for momentum, and this triangle is delta, which is change in. So this means change in momentum is the final momentum, take away the initial momentum. And we've also got this idea that Ft, or force times time, is mv minus mu, which is change in momentum. And this Ft is such an important thing, we call it impulse. It's got its own special name. So impulse equals change in momentum. And this is the basis of all safety features in cars and lots of other things. And I've written here, if an object starts from rest, so u equals 0, or stops, so v equals 0, like in this case with the egg dropping onto the foam, only one velocity matters. So the other is 0. This means that the equation becomes Ft equals mv. Now this is quite a nice thing, because when the egg or whatever hits, it's got a certain mass, it's got a certain velocity, so this number is fixed, which means we've got force and time to get to that number. So force times time will make this number. So what I mean is, like for example, if that's 100, the product of those two things, you can have a force of 100 and a time of 1, or you could have a force of 1 and a time of 100. So if we can make t really big, we're going to make the force really small. Okay, so I've put here where v is the velocity it was doing when it was crashed. So don't get confused by thinking, well, if it's going to be minus delta u. No, don't worry about that. Just the fact is, whatever it's got, when it stops, it's the speed it was doing before it stopped. Okay, so if mass times velocity is fixed, like I just said, mass stays the same, and it hits. Sorry, saying when it I should say when it hits. That should be anyway. It doesn't matter. We can reduce the force experienced by the egg if we can make the collision last longer. So this question is all about you knowing that if we make t bigger, force goes down. Okay, so my answer is this. This is my 3-mark answer. The egg has a momentum equal to m times v when it hits the foam. So what I'm doing is I'm saying that I understand this bit here. Okay, it's got a momentum. As mv equals force times time, the forces experienced by the egg can be reduced by increasing the time of the collision. This is what the soft foam does. It decreases the rate of change in momentum. The rate of change in momentum. Okay, so if I could actually rearrange it. So I'll write on the screen actually. So if I've got Ft equals mv, I've basically got F equals mv divided by t, and anything divided by time means rate of change in. So that's momentum, that's divided by time, that's rate of change in momentum. So I can reduce the force by reducing the rate of change in momentum. So that's what I'm looking for. So there's some key points on that answer. This is the official mark scheme. It says here, increasing the time taken to stop. So that's the key. We're increasing time. Okay, decreases the rate of change of momentum and reduces the force on the egg. That's why it doesn't break. So those are your 3 key ideas that you want to get from this. And those are the key 3 ideas about momentum. So if you learn those and apply them to all questions on momentum, together with the fact that momentum before a collision equals the momentum after a collision. So the sum of all the momenta beforehand equals the sum of all the momenta afterwards, momenta being the plural of the word momentum, then that's it for momentum. Okay, it could be a little bit involved, a little bit mathsy at times, but if you remember those key facts, That's all you need to know. And then you just need to practice, practice, practice. And I've done a couple of these on Momentum already. I will do some more and keep building the resource. These blanks are available on the blended learning platform, so you can print out blanks ready for when you want to do more revision. But just work it through slowly, try and get your head around it. I will give you some more examples, and hopefully as you practice, you will get better.